Good morning class. So today's topic is sexual reproduction in organism. So we have studied about the asexual reproduction in organisms and their types. So in today's class we shall study about the sexual reproduction in organism. So we know that there are the two individuals, that is male and the female individual. So the male individual is denoted in this symbol and the female individual is denoted in this symbol. And the male, okay, so the male individual and here the female. The male individual will produce a gamete called as a sperm. The production of a male gamete in the male sex organ, the process is called as a spermatogenesis. The sperm production in the male gamete is called as a spermatogenesis, whereas the female will produce a gamete called as ovum. So this ovum production, the process of ovum production in the female sex organ, it is called as a oogenesis. It's called as a oogenesis, and the process of formation of this male and the female gamete, this process it is called as a gametogenesis. The process of gamete formation, generally it is called as gametogenesis, whereas only the formation of sperm it is spermatogenesis, only the formation of ovum it is called as a oogenesis. And during the process of fertilization, during the process where the sperm and the ovum will fertilize together during the reproductive phase, and after the fertilization it will form a zygote. So here the process where the sperm and the ovum will mate together, the process it is called as the process where sperm and ovum where it is forming a zygote, this process is called as a fertilization. So here the gamete, that is sperm and the ovum, it is haploid in nature, and after the formation of a zygote, the zygote will become diploid in nature, that is 2 in a number. So here what happens is that the process of this formation of a gamete, so this will be, it will be the process of a meiotic division, but here where the zygote which will further divide to form the embryo, and this embryo formation it is a mitotic division. So zygote in the embryo form ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ mitotic division ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ gametes forming ಆಗುತ್ತೆ in the male and female sex organs. ಆ ಒಂದು stage, that stage will be the meiotic division. So here the process of formation of embryo from the zygote, the process of formation of embryo from the zygote, the process it is called as a embryogenesis. So the process it is called as a embryogenesis, and the further embryo will develop into the fetus and to the organism. So here the process of formation of zygote to the embryo, there will be different stages, like the zygote will first changes to morula, blastula and glastula. So glastula it is having the 3 germ layer. So this 3 germ layer will give rise to the different organs of a body, right? So here the process till the zygote formation, it is called as a pre-fertilization. So from the gamete till the formation of zygote, it is called as a pre-fertilization, and from the zygote till the next organ formation, that process it is called as a post-fertilization. So this is the general terms which we use during the sexual reproduction in organisms. Now let's see what are the different terminologies involved in the sexual reproduction of plants. Okay, now let's see in the plants. So here in the plants we'll be having both the sex organs, that is male and the female. First let's see which is the sex organ in a plant. So the sex organ in the plant, it is a flower. Flower is the sex organ in the plant. So if the flower is having both the male gamete and the female gamete, then it is called as a bisexual flower. So if we consider, so one flower which is having both male and female gamete is called both male and female gamete, then it is called as a bisexual flower. Bisexual flower. Why it is called as bisexual flower? So bi indicates what? Two. So here both the gametes are there in the single flower. Suppose if there one flower, okay, suppose one flower is having either a male gamete, either a male or a female part, then it is called as a monoecious unisexual flower. So either one flower either has a female gamete or a male gamete, then it is called as unisexual flower. Unisexual flower. So why here we are using as uni? Because here only one gamete, one female part or a male part will be present, and hence it is called as a unisexual flower. So in the unisexual flower, if there is only the male part is present in the flower, if only male part, that is pollen grains, is present, then it is called as a staminate. What it is called as? It is called as a staminate. So if a flower which is having only the male part, then it is called as a staminate. If the flower has only the female part, okay, that is present, then it is called as a pistillate. So the male part, the stamens will be present in the flower, hence it is called as a staminate, whereas in the pistillate, the pistils will be present in the female part, and hence it is called as a pistillate flower. Hence it is called as a pistillate. So this separate pistillate and staminate is present in the unisexual flower, whereas if we take in the bisexual flower, so here both the male and female gamete will be present. So hence it is a bisexual flower. Now let's see the terms in the humans, in the animals. So in the animals, if both the male and female sex organ is present in the single individual, then it is called as a hermaphrodite. So here in animals, now let's see in animals. In animals, so if both male and female gamete is present in single organism or single individual, is called hermaphrodite animals. Hermaphrodite animals. So the organisms, it is having both the male and the female gametes, then it is called as a hermaphrodite animals. So for this, the example, it is earthworm. The example, here it is the earthworm. So next, if the individual where the individuals are different, the male individual are different and the female individual are different, then it is called as a, then they are called as a unisexual animal. So if male and male individuals are different, then it is called as, then they are called as a unisexual animals. Then they are called as a unisexual animals. So these are all in the animals. So here, so in the plants, so in term of a flower, we will consider as bisexual and unisexual. Same in the case of a plants. So same in the case of a plant, if one plant is having both male and female flowers, both male and female flowers, then it is called as a monoecious plants. ಒಂದೇ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಲ್ ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಫಿಮೇಲ್ ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಎರಡೂ ಕೂಡ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೊನೋಶಿಯಸ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಇನ್ ದ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾವಿಂಗ್ ಬೋತ್ ದ ಮೇಲ್ ಫ್ಲವರ್ and the female flower in the single plant, then it is called as a monoecious plant. So same in the opposite of this, if one plant is having either a male flower or a female flower, then it is called as a dioecious plant. So one plant is having either male or female flowers, then is called then it is called as a dioecious plants. So for this, the example is papaya. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಪಪಾಯ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಬೇರೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಫಿಮೇಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಬೇರೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದೇ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ either there will be only a male flower and in another different plant there will be only the female flower. So that plant, it is called as a dioecious plant. So in one plant which is having both male flower and female flower, then it is called as a monoecious plants. So if we take the example of unisexual flower, so for example here we can take it as hibiscus flower. So in the hibiscus flower, we can see both the stamens and the pistils we can see. There will be both stamens and the ovary. So that flower we consider as a unisexual flower. So these are the different terminologies involved in the plants, and these are the different terminologies, that is hermaphrodite animal and the unisexual animals is involved in the terms of in the animal. So there is another thing that certain plants will produce a flower just once in a lifetime, and it is called as a monographic flower. So the plants that produce the flower, or it will reproduce, that reproduce once in a lifetime is called monocarpic flower. So ಅದು ಲೈಫ್ ಟೈಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, they call it as a monocarpic flowers. So there is another example, that is Strombulenthes kuntiana. So it is a flower which will produce, it is a plant which will produce the flower once in 12 years. So this flower, it is very beautiful. So it is producing the flower just once in a 12 years. So the plant name is Strombulenthes kuntiana. So it is producing the flower just once in a 12 years. So in this period, so it is a most tourist attractive place where these plants are growing. So these plants are majorly growing in the South India, like Kerala, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, which is growing just once. It will come just once in a 12 years. So this will attract the tourists. So these are the different terminologies which is used in the sexual reproduction in organism. Thank you.